Hey, Western Heights friends and family. We all know the story of David and Goliath, right? I mean, a good chunk of us, even a lot in the world, know the story of David and Goliath. You have Goliath, who is literally a giant. And then you have David, who is this young boy. And the odds are obviously stacked against this inexperienced David going against this war veteran monster called Goliath. And David shows up with a slingshot and a few smooth stones. Yet he wins because of his faith in God, and the victory was handed to him because of God. Okay, we know that story. But a lot of times we don't look at how the day began, how that story really began. See, David is out tending his father's sheep. All the rest of his brothers are at the battlefield. They are there engaged for battle. David is taking care of the sheep. But David's father sends him, he calls for him, he says, take this gift basket, take this goodie basket to your brothers and see how the war effort is going. So his dad is the one who sends David to go check on things, to see how it is. Well, when David gets there, he sees the Israelite camp on one side of this mountain, and he sees the Philistine camp on the other side of this mountain. And he sees this imposing figure all by himself in the middle of this valley who is taunting God's people. Everyone's at an impasse. The Israelites are scared to go against battle against the Philistines because, well, they've got giants. And it seems that the Philistines are scared to go against the Israelites because, well, they have God. And so there's this impasse that's going on. The Philistines are saying, let's do it on one-on-one battle. Well, David's pretty interested in this. He asks questions. He's asking around saying, why has no one stood up to him? Have we thought about giving a reward to the person that would stand up? Surely among the armies of God, there would be someone who would stand up. Well, word of this gets around. And soon, the very person that David was sent to give a goodie basket to finds him. And it's not a welcome reception. In 1 Samuel 17:28, we read this. When Eliab, David's oldest brother, heard him speaking with the men, he burned with anger at him. And he asked, why have you come down here? And with whom did you leave those few sheep in the wilderness? I know how conceited you are and how wicked your heart is. You came down only to watch the battle. Now, this is classic sibling rivalry. I mean, this is the oldest brother who is being responsible. He's the one out at war. He's the one who has been part of this war effort. And he sees this young punk younger brother who, in his experience, has not been too responsible. And Eliab, we may look at that thinking, man, what kind of chip on the shoulder does Eliab have? Thing is, we have nothing to disprove anything that Eliab says. David may have been fairly conceited. He may have been fairly irresponsible with some things, or at least in Eliab's mind he was. And so he looks at this moment thinking, dude, all you're doing is trying to escape your responsibility. All you're doing is trying to get away from the job that dad has asked you to do so that you can come and watch this battle. And that's not right. Eliab sees his brother, and he sees him for what he has been. But there's a distinct difference. See, where Eliab sees an inexperienced youth who's is here for the show, God sees someone who is full of faith. God sees someone who he can use just with a sling and a few stones to show off God's amazing power. What Eliab saw in David as inexperience, God saw as faith, and he saw something worth moving forward with. In other words, God saw his potential. How many times have we been around people in our lives that have looked at us and they put us in the category, they put us in a box. Oh, he's just a nerd. Oh, he's just the younger brother. Oh, he's or she is just this, that, or the other. And it's almost this degrading kind of view that they will never amount to more. Thing is, I'm convinced that when God looks at each one of us, he sees our potential. He sees how much we can do for his glory if we're willing to have faith in him. So don't let the haters going to hate, right? Don't let them dictate how you live. Don't let the people who put you in that box navigate your life. Let God be in control and in charge. Because when he sees potential, he is also willing to work within you for the potential that he sees. Every one of us has something amazing in store because God has already set that before us. The question is, are we going to trust God to accomplish it in us? I hope you will. And I hope we'll see amazing things through every one of God's people. So be strong and courageous. Trust in the Lord and recognize he sees something in you. Love you guys. Hope you have a great weekend.